Hey, I'm Kev Let's welcome back to MotoGP 19 as we move from Super Sick to a Super Stoner on the 2011 Honda. As from Ducati, the Honda Stoner stays fast in the cell. In the winter of 2011, after 5 years with Ducati, Casey Stoner comes to Honda. The Australian rider says he wants to follow in the footsteps of his countryman Mick Doohan. His start is phenomenal. He immediately takes the lead in the winter test at Sepang, where he breaks the track record, and things don't change in Qatar in the first Grand Prix of the year. The only one who can pose a threat in qualifying is his teammate Dani Pedrosa, but the Spanish rider only stays in front for 4 minutes. Stoner accelerates and records a stratospheric pole 154.1 and sets 7 laps, even with hard race tyres, under 155. So we've got to beat a time of 156.5. Oh, once again we're going into the final corner. Why did they change it for this? They changed it for the modern era where we're going into the final corner. It gives us control rather than out of it. Bit different. No, did he just steal Honda? What the hell? Yeah, this time Casey's on a very different bike compared to his Ducati. Only 2 years at Honda as well, and really only one full year, and he did that by winning the title in 2011 at a canter as well. Like, Pedrosa was strong, Lorenzo was strong. But Rossi was on the Ducati, so he's out of the reckoning. It's all about the young guns really battling up there, and those three in particular. Like, you had Ben Spies, remember him? The American on the Yamaha as well, won a Grand Prix, but he's equally like quick ride up from American World Superbike Champion, or American Superbike Champion, to World Superbike Champion, to MotoGP winner and factory rider. He was over as quick as he shot up. Like, just injuries overtook him. A bit like Chris Vermeulen and Randy Punye. And that's had a number of riders over the years. So we never really saw like Spies, like the strongest Ben Spies you could have on the factory Yamaha after having a year on the Tech 3 Yamaha. Not that I don't think he would have matched like the aliens of Lorenzo, Stoner and Pedrosa, but he would have been much stronger than he showed, no doubt. As it's not a bad first effort, I don't think. We were a bit slow in the first part, but on top of it in the end. And this it's going to be silver, is it? No, bronze. Poor effort in the end. Got to find almost 2 seconds. Oh, okay, you can't really use the rear brake. Or maybe you just got to use it in moderation like we did with the Yamaha. There you go, that's much better. But yeah, we only had 2 years of Stoner until Marquez came around. And I said it could have been a Honda super team, having Pedrosa, Simoncelli, Stoner, Marquez. And I wonder if Dorna would have allowed that. Like, Marquez probably wouldn't have been in the factory team first off. Like, he probably would have been alongside Simoncelli at Gresini, like. Then you have Stoner and Pedrosa in the factory Honda team. I know Stoner was on the verge of being dropped, if I remember, for 2013 if Stoner didn't retire. God, where Danny would have been. He'd have actually gone to Yamaha. Alongside Jorge. We wouldn't have the Rossi comeback. Like, Rossi maybe would have had to stay at Ducati, or again would have Dorna not want that. Like, was Rossi always going to come back to Yamaha? Was Ben Spies went to Was it Ducati, didn't he? Like Premac Ducati? Well, could we have seen Stoner, not Stoner, but Pedrosa at Ducati? That was way too slow, that. No, this isn't gold. Nowhere near. What are we doing around here? Are we actually trying to do this? Got a bit of a harder challenge. So I've been cruising through all these, and now we've got a challenge that actually requires skill. And I'm lost. Don't know what to do. But yeah, could we have seen Pedrosa on a Ducati alongside... God, where would have Dovi been? Because Dovi went to Ducati, didn't he? Alongside Hayden for a year before Hayden went to Honda. My God. My mind's melting thinking of all the possibilities. And I wasn't there a rumour that the intent was actually for Marcus to always be on the second Honda. Like, that was the original plan. And for Stoner and Pedrosa to be together, but then Honda saw how good Marcus was and wanted to put him on the main factory bike. And like Dorno are hesitant having like a 20-year-old Wookiee on a factory Honda as well, from what I remember. If your brain's better at remembering things, do correct me, but that's from what I remember. So we could have still had Stoner and Pedrosa in the factory team, but have Marquez and basically the factory bike in the second tier team. Now again, if Simoncelli survives, not sure that would have been the case. This is much closer. Not gold, though. Half a second back. Come on, Bulldog. So, yeah, dealing with those two factors, if Stoner didn't retire and if Simoncelli was around, it would have been very different 2013, wouldn't it? Even with just having Stoner around, like I said, Danny could have been somewhere else. Like he could have been the rider that Ducati might have built around rather than Dovi. Or have Dovi as their lead rider eventually. And I can't imagine Danny in red. I can't even imagine him in orange with KTM at the moment, like being their test rider. So do you remember in the orange of Honda though? Is that just quickest because I don't know that, or what? Oh yeah, it's just a shame we didn't see more Stoner on Honda. I say just the biggest what if I'm probably going to have in my generation, him versus Marcus. What would have been the result? I mean, Stoner's, well, he's not even 35 yet. He's still got plenty of time to decide to come back, doesn't he? No, and it's pretty settled in his home life, from what we can tell. And being a test rider for a number of years as well for Honda and Ducati. Which I don't think we'll ever see him back on a bike competitively. Like, he did the Suzuka, didn't he? 8 hours. Crashed out of that. Not his fault for him, remember. I was in the bike failed doing it. Very big crash as well. Like, it's good to see him walk away from that one. And he did do... Was it the second tier for V8 supercars that it was back then? Did that for a few races before deciding not to. So I never got to see him go to like Batters, for example, and compete in the 1,000. That was 1,000. It's a shame he didn't give car racing more of a go. Like, I mean, there have been good motorcycle races in cars. Of course, John Surtees, the most famous of them, but you've had Agostini. He was like in the British F1 series that Desiree Wilson won a race in, like the late 70s, early 80s. Had Eddie Lawson in IndyCar in the mid 90s, or kart, wasn't it? And he was pretty handy. Like, he won an Indy Lights race. Could have done more in a kart car if he just stuck around for more than half a season. That's well done. We've messed up this lap. Just can't be consistent into the corners. Like, not very good at reading what the bike's doing. Of course, this should be a goal lap, but we've just messed up way too many times. Pick at the end. And recently we've seen Dovi did a DTM. We've seen Rossi racing Ryan, did like the British. He's done the British Rally, he's done the Monza Rally a number of times, won that as well. Then he tried GT racing as well. Like, he took part in the 24 hours, Dubai 24 hours, or 8 hours as it turned out to be, or 7 hours. Like, Rossi always taking part in car events. Or trying to. Wouldn't be surprised to see Marquez try a car event. I mean, Honda have quite a few cars, so no doubt you could chuck him into one. Try out. Maybe Super GT. Try him in that. Or touring cars. And I imagine he wouldn't like front wheel drive cars, but definitely try GTs. As this is a gold lap if we can get this final sector down. That's a poor corner though. That's an even worse corner, my god. Well done, you got even onto the grass. Still going to be close though. Oh, just done it by a tenth. And then going again back in time, you had Mike Hellwood, who was pretty decent in F1. To accident, same for Johnny Cucotto as well. So, yeah, Casey Stoner, the car driver. Man, that would have been something. So would have Marco Simoncelli, MotoGP champion, has... I talked about Fairpine earlier. Well, we've got to repeat the feat. His great feat down under. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see if we can do it next time.